Continuing coverage after a fire tears through the historic castle at Keswick, a 19th century jewel right into the heart of Baltimore's Hampden community, leaving extensive damage there to the roof and also mobilizing an army of firefighters to respond. That fire first spotted a little bit earlier tonight with smoke visible coming out of a front window, as you can see there. And then soon after that, flames burst through the roof. Welcome into the news at 11, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter. Those windy conditions tonight once again make it a nightmare for firefighters, but the extent of damage to the building still not yet clear, with a lot of offices and businesses located right inside of there. Our Tara Lynch in your corner live at the scene tonight. And Tara, that fire broke out as those high winds were whipping all across the city, and that combined with the cold temperatures made it difficult out there.
Yeah, Rick, really difficult conditions for the Baltimore City Fire Department tonight. Of course, the wind can really be an X factor for those firefighters, especially when we saw gusts like we did today. And that fire that we saw tear through the historic building behind me, that's really can be a recipe for disaster. But the fire department able to contain it to that third floor and the attic. Fortunately, nobody was injured, and now that cleanup process begins.
Exit 44 is reported smoke showing from the rear. I do have alarm sounded. Fire in the attic, 20-foot ceiling.
Flames engulfed 3355 Keswick Road, a building known as the Castle. The fire quickly escalated to 3 alarms in just minutes, bringing more than 100 firefighters to the area. The fire was contained to the 3rd floor and the attic of the historic Hampden landmark, built in 1899.
We were told it was a historic building, so we created a collapse zone. Because the slate roof, we had slates coming off the roof, so we decided to contain the building with a collapse zone.
The fire department says it was also battling the weather. Windy conditions could have spread the fire quickly. Fortunately, the exterior attack was enough to stop the flames from spreading to an annex down 34th Street.
Probably we're having bursts of wind over 20 miles an hour. That literally spreads the fire. We know it's one of our challenges when we have something like this.
We'll probably wait to hear official confirmation, but we're going to need another place to work for quite a while, is my understanding.
The building, formerly the Baltimore Police North District Station, now houses small businesses, including the Community Law Center. The nonprofit has called the castle home for more than a decade. The executive director of the nonprofit says more than just the building went up in flames.
As a nonprofit, there's a lot of other questions that come after that. We're lawyers for a lot of clients. We've been in that building a long time. We have a lot of obligations and files, and my staff has a lot of emotional processing to do. We were here, and they all watched the building burn. As a nonprofit in these times, I mean, it's a tough year as it is, and so we are absolutely going to be determined to rebuild and figure out a way to do that.
And that rebuilding process starts for so many small businesses that are in this building. Meanwhile, the fire department is still investigating what exactly caused the fire to even begin. It's also trying to assess the structural integrity of this 126-year-old structure. For now, reporting live on your corner in Hampden, Tara Lynch, WJZ.
Tara, great coverage. Thank you. In between last week's fire and this week's fire with the windy conditions, can't thank our fire department enough.